Market update with Tradespotting, where hopes and dreams meet ends and means. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, you like a lot of chocolate and a low biscuit ratio, I'm your man. I've got a market update for you here, all the moves ahead of the news, and then the charts to map out the distribution of probability to help you with your trading tomorrow. These are daily live shows. Tune in for more of the same. The stock market was on edge as investors eagerly awaited a flurry of major news due out later in the week. Earnings reports from big players like Apple, Advanced Micro Devices, Qualcomm, Ford, and SBUX, as well as the Federal Reserve's latest interest rate decision on the horizon. Wall Street remained largely stagnant on Monday, although the Nasdaq Composite, S&P 500, and the Dow all closed down slightly. There was still a sense of excitement in the air as traders eagerly anticipated the potential for big market swings and higher volatility coming. Very critical now, price on SPY managed to make it back above resistance. If that turns into support, fantastic, and we could see huge swings to the top side, especially if we're talking medium to long term. But this is a market update for tomorrow, and I think investors should be prepared for anything. Bond market saw a huge surge in selling, sending yields soaring. Market watchers on high alert here. 10-year climbed 15 basis points to 3.6%, and the 2-year rose 6 basis points to 4.15%. All eyes on the Fed's FOMC outcome announcement on Wednesday, and Apple's highly anticipated financial figures set to be released on Thursday. Traders would be wise to play it safe and keep a defensive portfolio until such times as the market's next big move. We're going to check that out in the charts now, the distribution of probability, and provide some help and tips for traders. All the moves ahead of the news, charts coming up now. SPY on the daily, as you can see here, we have what Rocky and I call a sloppy inverted head and shoulders with a slightly lower right hand shoulder here. Inverted price action recovering above the 200 period moving average and the neckline. Measured move now achieved. Price action went up in a uniform linear fashion following this channel. We broke out of it, got a test of the 50 simple. That's also the 382. If you're to break down any further, golden pocket would be exceeding the 200 period moving average. So the distribution of probability then might not include a retracement as far as that golden pocket, and you perhaps look towards the 50% in or around 398, a test of 400 possible then if SPY goes lower. Looking at the daily time frame for support, which was previously resistance, 400 would be great. We've recently tested 404. Another test of that area could confirm that as a local low. And the areas to then look to above are where we've already tested and wicked away from at 418, 417. This would be achieving a similar high to what we already did previously when we go back and look at this trend over a period of time. If we manage to break above there, that would be really achieving a bullish trend on SPY. Until such time we haven't, maybe re-enter into this channel and see how price action evolves from then on. Looking then up, 418, break that, you're looking to 421. Decisive moves come when price action moves back above 430 and the basis line within this previous channel if we project it into the future, and that's SPY on the daily time frame. If we also then go and look at VIX and talk about how that works, VIX, if you're a beginner trader or new to this, or even if you're amateur experienced, you'll probably have heard VIX explained to be a volatility index, and of course that's in the name, but how it's used is different from trader to trader. At lows, people would say that volatility is then low, but of course that's not completely true. Volatility here not low at all. This is at the low side of a channel. Price action's been in this channel for a long time, similar amount of time we've seen SPY in its current iteration, and you see resistance to the top side, support traditionally coming in around these lows. If we look left, you can see you've also got horizontal reasons for a bounce. So VIX would suggest that potential volatility is about to pick up because it has been so low, and in around these areas you would see that pick up. What does that mean? It means there'll be more futures contract out of the money, and therefore if SPY is moving down again or up again, you'll get indications from VIX and its next move. And if it potentially is moving back up again, you You can see that the previous highs is put in wick in at around 19.20. That's a big move from here, and at 16 at the minute. Maybe you're just looking to recover inside this channel. If it does break back up again, horizontal level at 19, previous levels inside this formation in at around 17.69. So those are the sort of areas we're looking to VIX to recover if SPY is going to have big moves. And the bigger the recovery on VIX, the bigger the move we might see on SPY. And if we put then, do we have all three of these charts? Right, so here it is, and it's on the daily time frame. If I take it up to each onto the 3-day, maybe get less picture there on the spot oil prices. But if you're trying to talk about this overall situation, oops, I took it all out of parity. If we're looking at this overall situation with regards to SPY, that's the top of these three panels. And then we have VIX in the middle, also defining the downtrend with the top and defining the uptrend with the line that goes to the top here, defining the downtrend on VIX with the line that goes down, and then looking at oil, the spot prices of oil, and its retracement currently 50%. So it could be that we're getting a better picture as to direction from how oil, the spot prices on oil work over the 4 hour, 1 day, 2 day. That might give us an implication with regards to direction and the volatility we might take from VIX, and then we'll see what that does for the distribution of probability on SPY with respect to those support and resistance zones we outlined earlier and the news that we talked about at the start of the show. As we can see, RSI above the center line, 3-day time frame would say that that's in the bullish side. And if things continue, then VIX could go lower. And if we haven't seen it much lower for a long time, if you look at this previously in around 14, and when it does get to these levels, it tends to have explosive moves, which could mean explosive moves on SPY. So that's a quick market update and some charts with support and resistance to help you with your trading. Thanks very much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed that and want to see more. Rocky Outcrop on YouTube or myself, Tradespotting. Be glad to help you and see you any day on our channels. Thanks very much. See ya.
And I jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets, the traffic starts jumping. With folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. You just use your mind. But they'll never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, yeah.